If you're planning to move to Williamsburg, Virginia, then you need to know about Newtown. This is Williamsburg premier shopping, dining, and business district. There's plenty of housing here too. So outside of Colonial Williamsburg, this is really where it's all happening, especially for the people who live here. So stick around and we'll get right to it. My name's David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty, and I help people just like you buy and sell property here in Williamsburg and the surrounding area every single day. So don't forget to subscribe and then call, text, or email to get started. Newtown is the premier work, play, live community in Williamsburg. So it's located just inside the 199 belt in the northwestern portion of Williamsburg. This is really an area that is just filled with some of the area's best restaurants, a ton of shopping, and there are homes here as well. And then you get fun things like, we've got the big movie theater right here, so great cinema right here in town. There's another cinema down the street too, so good opportunities to go to the movies. Right behind me, we've got the Brass Tap, great. Like brew pub, a lot of fun there. So you really start with this center square that we're in here, and then we can head on in and take a look at kind of the setup and what they've got going on here in Newtown. It's early on a Saturday morning, so it's about 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So nothing's really open yet except for Barnes & Noble, where everybody's in Starbucks already getting coffee. But, there are so many great shops right in here. So, for example, one of my favorite little stores, the Nautical Dog. So this is just a great little pet store, pet washing station and everything in there. Like in about 30 minutes, that place is going to be crazy busy. It's so busy on the weekends, but really big, beautiful Barnes & Noble. This is definitely the best Barnes & Noble on the peninsula. It's not even close. There's one in Hampton that's really good too, but this one's better. But, we come through, and the great things I like about this, huge wide sidewalks when you're here. So, I'm here on the sidewalk. It's about 15 feet wide, tons of room, lots of parking, easy parking here. So you can park in between the shops. That's nice and easy. But then there are nice big surface lots outside of here too. There are no garages. So you never have to park in a garage. And honestly, I've never had trouble parking here either. So even if you're over in one of the bigger lots, they're really just right outside of where you're going to. So it's really easy to get to everything here. So in this area, not only do you have just kind of your large chain type, type stores like Joann Fabric behind me, or, Massage Envy, you also end up with tons of private businesses here. So once you're kind of outside of this little the main shopping strip right here, you get outside of it and you get every attorney, every real estate company, all the home decor stores, and a lot of just private design you're going to get here in Newtown. So this is an area where really, everybody wants to have their office. This is the spot where people are really, they know that everybody's coming here and they want to be here for everyone who kind of lives in the Williamsburg area. Now, people do travel here from outside of Williamsburg to come shop and everything, but not that much. So you really are looking at a place that is really designed for Williamsburg. You have neighborhoods like Ford's Colony down the street, and Governor's Land, and just, and of course dozens of other neighborhoods in the area that really are kind of coming into this area to do most of their shopping. So there's a couple of gyms in Newtown. There's really just a lot going on here in the area. So whenever we're talking about, places where you want to be when you're going to go do your shopping and food and all that, that is going to be here. So, we're coming up on kind of walking down to the end here, but down here at the end, Opus 9, probably the best steakhouse on the peninsula, so you are really not going to find a better cut of steak than around here than you are at Opus 9. And so you really just kind of get kind of the best of the best here in Newtown. And then as we start to get away from some of the primary shopping sections of Newtown, you really do start to see a lot of the businesses. And then you really, it's kind of cool, you get the classic live above the shop situation, which we don't have very much of in Hampton Roads. So pretty neat that they have this layout here, which I happen to love. I'm from Boston. I'm used to seeing it all over the place. But so you can get the interior that has a lot of just like your shopping and dining options, and then you start to see your businesses, small businesses, diamonds and jewelry, a bunch of insurance agents, things like that have their opportunity to have their shop here in Newtown, which is great because you're starting to get walk by traffic, and then but it's integrated with the housing, it's integrated with the other shops and restaurants, so it really is a kind of a modern city. And around here, Williamsburg, it's a suburb. It is a 100% suburb, but this is the little slice of heaven city that for those of us who love that feeling, we get that here. So really neat. Even you can see Anatolia here on the corner, really great restaurant, and we can come into here, and then this is back here is Sullivan Square, just a nice courtyard. You can kind of go walk your dog there, but that's what you're going to see here early in the morning before the shops open. All the residents are out walking their dogs, going for a jog. It's a whole lot of that, and you really do just get a really nice sense of community here, and a great integration of living, working, and of course playing when you're here. So and then there are apartment options here, and in a little bit we'll go and do a quick drive around and check out some of the other housing options that are here. But we will do other videos that are purely dedicated to the housing, which we're not going to touch on too much in this one. So definitely come back to the channel in the future, because we'll have entire videos on just the housing. It's just too much to do right now. But outside of being in this main section, you are also going to get another section that has Trader Joe's, World Market, Walmart, Neighborhood Market. So some of your kind of bigger stores that don't necessarily fit in the small shops that we have here, those are going to be better often in their own section. So really it's just one little street away, and you're able to get to some of those more, like, I guess I'll call them big box stores that are also part of Newtown. So you don't have to just have small shops in order to be here. You still have all of your big stores as well, and that really does make it convenient to be able to do just about everything you want here. So there's across the street, there's a bar and yoga studio, and then another gym here, so really a good, fun, fit area. All right, well, I wanted to kind of wrap up here near a couple of my favorite restaurants. This is Kogan's Deli. Fantastic sandwiches. Ownership group is amazing. Fantastic people. And then I think maybe my overall just favorite restaurant to go to, and just whenever I don't know what I want, but I know I want good food, Paul's Deli. Love the atmosphere, love the setup, love everything about it. So, you know, this is basically the place where if you live in Williamsburg, you're going to spend a good amount of time here. There are very few places that there's nowhere else in all Hampton Roads that's like this. There are a couple other places that are somewhat similar, but I don't think they executed as well as Williamsburg did here in Newtown. This is just a premier, phenomenal place to be. Do your shopping, you know, go out to dinner, you know, and you can get everything from, Witch and Mooyah to you know, spending $100 on a steak at Opus night. So really, whatever you want to do, you can do it here. Overall, you know, just a good atmosphere. Everybody here is cool, so you never really have to worry about really much anything. This is just the place to be. So what I want to do is I want to just do a quick tour of some of the places that we couldn't get to on foot today. So we'll show you around a little bit there, and then I want to drive around a little bit of the housing so you can see kind of what some of the housing options are. Now, the housing is a little expensive to live right here for what you get. You are paying for location, so you might end up paying, you know, $500,000 to $600,000 for a 1,600 square foot home that, you know, if it were not here in Newtown, might be $400,000. So you are definitely paying to be here in Newtown, but it is worth it if this is the life that you want. All right, let's hop in the car, take a look around. Well, there you have it. That is Newtown. You can see behind me, I've got the William and Mary building as we finish off today's video. And there's actually even a trolley that will take you straight from here to William and Mary campus, which is just about, you know, a 4-minute drive away from here. So again, if you are interested in the housing near here, check back in the future or subscribe so that you can get other videos for when we come back and do the housing. There's just way too much to fit it all into this video. But please leave any comments or questions below and we'll reply to them as soon as possible. Again, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and then share it with anyone you know who may be making a move to the Williamsburg area. My team and I are on standby waiting to help, so call, text, or email right away and we'll get you started. Again, my name is David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Thank you so much for watching.